What's up, everybody? Gidzapped here, and today we're going to be taming the Sentient Mechanostrider. But before I go into just how you actually get this pet, I want to say thank you to everybody that's been watching, commenting, liking, subscribing. The channel's growing very quickly, and we're about halfway to being able to get the first tier of monetization on YouTube. I honestly didn't think that I would be growing this quick, so thank you. If you guys have enjoyed it, please keep enjoying it. Maybe share it to a friend, or just maybe even watch the video a second time. Every little bit helps, and I appreciate you guys immensely. Thank you so much. But first, yes, the Sentient Mechanostrider. It's this really cool kind of Eastery colored Mechanostrider. I'm not sure if this one is a reference to anything, but I really enjoy the colors, and there's only one you can tame. Meaning, if you want to, you do have to do Gnomergan twice, but fortunately, the unlock does not take as long the second time. Alright, let me go over what you need. We're going to need at least one Electrocutioner leg, which drops off of the boss, the Electrocutioner. It has about a 30% drop rate, so at most you may have to kill him 5 times. If it takes you more than 5 times to get the leg, you're incredibly unlucky, but that's just how it goes sometimes. Random is random. And you'll also need to collect enough grime-covered objects to get a yellow punch card. That I'm not quite sure what the drop rate is. I farmed 15 before I ever started turning them in, and I got it in about 10 turn-ins, so I guess we can assume it's probably about a 10% drop rate, but again, that's a very small number, very small pool. But yeah, you need to get a yellow punch card and an Electrocutioner's leg to start. If you're lucky, you can get both of those things on your first run. I suggest killing all of the trogs and walking down to the dormitory. So I will quickly run down this way just to show you the path to get to the dormitory and the clean zone. We're going to follow the circle around. You can jump down and come up through the bottom, but this gives you more trogs to kill for potentially more grime-covered objects. So we just keep following this path. We go down the ramp, kill even more trogs, collect your grime. I am not using any speed boosts other than just the hunter speed boost. I've got pathfinding and trailblazer currently active. I want to say pathfinding is from having a cunning pet. Now, trailblazer is just a talent. All right, so we pop out, and then here is the clean room on the left. I would go ahead, if you're horde, these guys are hostile, you can kill them. They can drop grime-covered objects. If you're alliance, unfortunately, you can't farm these guys for grime. So let me go ahead and clear stuff out so I can drop combat. I would normally just feign death, but they can drop some really cool stuff. All right, I am now out of combat. So you have 3 of these Sparklematics. The Sparklematics are what will turn your grime-covered objects into Sparklematic wrapped boxes. Each of these turn-ins cost 3 silver, which isn't really a lot, but if you're struggling with silver, if you're level 70, most of the bosses, if you kill them, their drops vendor for about a gold. So each boss you kill will get you about 33 turn-ins worth of vendorable stuff so that you can keep doing your Sparklematics. There is a cooldown. You can't just spam the Sparklematic, but fortunately there are 3 here, so I usually just bounce between these 2, 1-to-1. But if you're faster than me or just are built different, there is a 3rd one on the other side of the room that you can add to your rotation, but I normally just turn in, come over here, turn in, open my boxes, come back, rinse and repeat until you get a yellow punch card. Once you have that yellow punch card, you're going to come right down here back into the dormitory, turn it into the Matrix Punchograph. The Matrix Punchograph is going to say something along the lines of elevate your access or get a higher security access, and it'll give you the blue punch card. Once you have the blue punch card, we're going to continue through Gnomergan a little bit. We're going to take the northern exit into the little slime hall. If you jump down, you've already been to the slime hall. If you ran the long way, this may be your first time seeing it. We're just going to speedy on through, and we are going to go kill the Electrocutioner, which is where you get that neat little sword. It's got about a 30% drop chance, so you don't get it on the first run. You may have to do it a couple of extra times, but hopefully you only need the 1. I have 2 just because it makes me get faster. The more you attack, the faster you can get the lightning proc off. And that lightning proc is what breaks the shield on the Mechanostrider, allowing it to be tamed. Otherwise, you can't tame him. All right, once you get to this ring here, you're just going to run around. You can get some pretty neat stuff off of these guys. There's some overalls you can get. There are super soaker looking gun you can get. Some pretty neat stuff. So feel free to kill them as you run through. If you have no interest in transmogs, then don't worry about it. All right, and here we go. Here is the Electrocutioner. We're going to kill him. And at this point, if If you haven't, see, I got unlucky this time, so I did not get an electrocutioner's leg. If you don't get it at this point, I highly suggest going ahead and just teleporting out any way you can, or possibly even resetting. You can go ahead and get the next 2 key cards. That's completely up to you. To turn your blue key card into a red key card, you interact with these consoles. Any of these 4 will do. Again, you'll have the elevate your security access or get a higher access key card. If you got your leg, great. If not, if you just want to keep going and get your prismatic card and just farm him later for the leg, you can go ahead and jump down. You can either get the parachutes here, which kind of lame, or if you're a hunter, you can practice the rule of cool and you can jump down. Hit disengage before you hit the bottom, cancel your fall damage. All right, we're going to come down here to the launch bay, which is kind of the southeastern exit, and we're going to run on through. My pets are going to meet me here on the left. We are going to take the elevator down to the lowest level of the engineering lab. So we're going to fight our way around this little circle too, just because these guys always aggro. We're going to come around here to the elevator. Perfect timing zap, as always. We're going to run around the room to the opposite end, and there are 2 little consoles here as well. These 2 consoles, you interact with it. They'll ask, do you want to acquire a higher level data card? You say yes, and that will give you a prismatic punch card. And that prismatic punch card is what you need to access the Sentient Mechanostrider. If you have not already gotten your electrocutioner's leg, this is going to be how I typically reset the instance. I take the elevator back up, go to the workshop door. Everybody should be able to unlock it, and then just follow the tunnel, and there is an instance portal at the top. Since I am Horde, this instance portal is going to teleport me back to Grumgol base camp. Right, here's the portal. We're going to take it. Allegedly, we're going to take it. There we go. It's asleep on the job. Okay, now it spits me back out in Stranglethorn Vale. I'm going to go ahead and reset the instance. This is the point where if you were Horde, you'll step back in the teleporter. It'll take you straight to Gnomergan. If you're Alliance, you should be right outside the instance. You reset and run back in. If you have not gotten your electrocutioner leg, you've got to unfortunately farm all the way back to the electrocutioner again. Follow the same steps as before. Or you can skip the first part and just jump straight down into the slime pit and keep going. You have already gotten your electrocutioner leg. This is what we're going to do. We're going to zone in. I am going to speed up just a little bit. I kill this first Trog. I'm going to jump off the platform, hit my disengage to reset some stuff. And we're going to go to the dormitory. The dormitory is the entrance to the south from the slime pit, and we are looking for the southern wall. On the southern wall, we're going into the top left cubby. Once you get up here to the top left cubby, I'm going to feign death. My pets have added something. There we go. You interact with this console, and you use your prismatic key card. Unlike all of the other key cards, this one does get consumed on use. So if you reset the instance before you actually get this tamed, you will be slightly SOL. Alright, I put both of my swords on because I have 2, and I am just going to start melee attacking the Mechanostrider. See, it's got a buff, cannot be tamed until electrocuted. There we go, and it got zapped, and now we can clear stuff up. As always, make sure that you are not maxed out on pets. You want to have space for this tame. So don't have more than your allotted number of pets. Look to the short cutlass appearance. And that's a wrap. If you wanted a second time, you do have to run to the engineering lab, the final console, final punchograph, to get another prismatic key to come back in and tame a second one. But if you only wanted the one of the Sentient Mechanostriders, you're done. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. And again, if you've watched to the end, thank you so much. I don't like to say like and subscribe, but I'm going to go ahead and say like and subscribe here. We'll see how that goes. If you guys don't like me shilling for likes and subscriptions, maybe consider just doing it just cause. Who knows? We'll see. All right. Thank you guys, and bye-bye. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you would like to see the written version of this guide, where it will show you live pricing in the EU, it'll show you the list of materials and even best practices and screenshots of the map to help you get around, check out gaminghero.io. A fantastic website with some of the best mount farms, gold farms, and even pet battle guides on the entire internet. If you use code ZAP at checkout, you will get 10% off, and you're also helping support a small content creator be able to do this a little more full time. All right, feel free to check out the website. Let me know what you think. Join the Discord, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.